ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Mr. Babble, and I'm back with a new game. Kathy Rain, A Detective is Born. It's gonna be good. Alright. Here we go.
Hey, you.
Hey. Oh, man.
A bit drunk, I think.
Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So, I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out! So, I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute, I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That's
Creepy!
not cool, Eileen, seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Okay, Kathy's not off to a promising start as the most likable protagonist. But hey. Beep, beep.
Oh, God, make it stop.
You make it stop. Turn off alarm clock.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate.
Awfully presumptuous, sir, to
Well,
assume
I guess
I'm
I should
going.
get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Is that my phone or
Our room
desk?
phone.
The desk
It's
phone.
got an external line.
Oh, okay.
It's some advanced scanner thingy. It can scan pictures, tapes, all sorts of stuff.
All right. Think about computer.
I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is. Not a geek. The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Oh, I can only look at one post. There we
Pulp
go.
Fiction. Love that flick.
Not even having to use XP names.
Just some random band poster.
Oh, I thought it was a Zorro or a Batman.
Messy. Just the way I like it.
There's a limit. There are limits, Kathy. Seriously. That's her bed, not my bed. Don't be cross.
Looks handcrafted. Probably something she made in woodworking class. Well, either her or one of her 12 siblings.
Alright.
Eileen's
That's not
girly
my
suitcase.
suitcase.
There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen Mildred Summers. Mildred. Oh my god, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas.
Yeah, parents, be careful when you name your kids, for the love of
Eileen's
God.
closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy. We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
That's not even fair.
Don't tempt me.
Okay, fine. No, don't wreck your roommate's
Eileen's
stuff.
obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull.
Cigarettes, lighter, a zapper, stun gun. Oh, okay, look at the dream catcher. Let's see if she can play.
It's no fun when there's no one around to annoy with it.
Aw.
My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Good
Excuse
times.
me. Anything else to look at? Aha! That's a way. That wouldn't be my schedule. There we go.
There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral.
I think I've looked at pretty much everything. Maybe not. What's her poster?
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever.
You do not think much of her stuff.
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood, and contempt for humanity check.
Oh, silly Kathy, you can't forget that last one. Humanity reminds you to carry it with you every day. Okay, this door does not have double-click sped-up movement. This game doesn't. Alrighty, let's... Cemetery. Okay, so the motorcycle is our transition screen, our hub, as it were. Alright. Alright. I'm not doing anything. The game's doing itself.
Well, here we are. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule.
Dead people rule. Alright, can I actually...
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
Oh, okay. Well... Now you've just basically took 2 hits and then turned it into littering. A graveyard.
We're gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity. A pillar of the community and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Amen. Alright. Well, we're establishing plot at least, somewhat. She knows a dead guy.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her. Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side.
Very thorough, thank you.
Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, hon? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine? Who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
I was about to say, don't you believe he's watching over you?
Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
I've gotten too cynical. I was honestly expecting berating and, talking about her hair and how she's not dressed properly. I do not want to think about... Oh, well, think about it.
Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
Parker, Mitchell. Mausoleum. Enter it. It's probably
No
locked.
reason to go in there.
And even if it's not, no reason to go in there.
It
Okay.
says price.
I wonder if that's going to be a plot point. Oi, is
I'm
there a way to
sorry
turn
for
up
your
the
loss.
speed, the walk speed?
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
And what
And-
makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
She's early. Oh well. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Motorcycle. Alright, this game is kind of slow, off to a slow start. Not bad, but I know there's got to be some kind of murder mystery or something. I don't know, I'm kind of going in blind
Grandma,
again.
anybody home?
I hope. I hope she's home. The door was unlocked. Red horsey.
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think.
Think about it.
This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently.
Okay, that's the living room. That's a wheelchair. I have no need for a phone book right now.
Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
Oh, the airplane kind. I was like, Jesus, because I hadn't actually looked at the painting before I clicked. I was like, dog fighting. Grandpa used to, Jesus, that's horrible. But no.
Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not.
Plain dog fighting. Alright, there we go.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry,
to stand around
couldn't
clicking on
resist taking
stuff.
that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about.
Okie doke, Grandma. It's kind of sweet. Grandma loves her even if she is,
So,
dressed the
now,
way, most
tell me
old
about
people
your
would
life in the city.
tut about.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my 2nd year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
Mom's good. Yeah. She's kind of between jobs right now, but things are okay.
I'm glad to hear it. I was worried about how you two would cope in the city, considering Sharon's problems.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you
Uh-oh.
don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body.
Okay.
Since that day, he never spoke a word. Forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Interesting. All right, yeah, what happened,
Why do
please?
you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. Must have had something to do with the war.
Family business. We're gonna have to find this out.
What do the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch. But the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines.
Ooh, so it could be
Eventually,
spooky
they
in
had to
nature.
confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Hell yeah, Grandma.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later
Very
said that he
X-Files.
was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
Bop.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
Alrighty.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Booze.
Expensive looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever. Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s.
Picture.
Planes, planes, and more planes. That's my great-grandfather, Eric Wren. I never met him. They changed the spelling to Rain after he died, I think.
Bookshelf. Go to it faster, lady. Come on. Hop to chop chop.
A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them.
Okay. I'm gonna head to the police station. Should I look around more?
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Alright. Giving me useless options I can't even take. Shame on you, game. Or game on you, shame? I don't know. Alright. Let's head to the sheriff station. Do. 19 minutes. Okay. Sorry if that froze the game up for a second. I was just checking how long I've been recording. Alright.
Land of the free.
Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
A bunch of
Yeah.
cops lining up for
Hey,
a
Sheriff,
photo.
what's the deal with that bum? What bum? The one in the cell.
Hold on. I want to see.
Well,
Ah. I don't know what's the deal with
Various
that bomb.
notices and a
But it's
wanted
bad,
poster.
apparently. Oh, I do not want to start digging on the files with the cop right there.
Some young cop. Looks a bit familiar.
Someone you knew?
Hi.
Hello.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes
Boy Scout knows
in
me.
a kind of, but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
There we go.
Oh, right.
crap.
Lenny. Long time no see, buddy.
Ain't that the truth? I suppose you came to town for the funeral?
Yep, that's right.
Sorry for your loss. Joseph was a great guy before, well, you know.
Yeah,
The
he
incident.
really was.
So, anyway, what can I do for you today?
I want to know about the incident,
I
dude.
wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Oh,
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
mic drop. And I didn't even say anything cool. All
Well,
right.
gotta go.
See ya.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Ah, it's a phone. An old cord phone. As one would find in the 90s. I thought it was a giant green stapler.
Hello, Sheriff. Do you have a moment?
Not really. Make it quick.
Incident 81.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
He looks a lot meaner and older in the icon than in his up-close portrait.
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
I'm
But
family.
I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family. I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the
thought
only
you'd
one
never
of
heard
you
of
who
me.
cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
Dude,
Wanna
he's...
see the inside of a
I need to
cell?
find a better place for the mic.
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine.
There we go. Much better. Interesting.
I
Very
guess somebody's a
interesting.
winner.
Yeah, but what are the photos for? I mean,
A
the
gold
trophies
medal
for,
of some
gold
kind.
Oh, okay. Remember what I said more about earlier about giving good advice or giving good, thorough information? This time you can at least tell me what the hell their trophies are for, so I can know what to do.
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
I mean, not so I would know a little more about him.
Gonna have to cancel lunch today.
Let's get out of here.
Again? Oh, man.
All right. Mustacheless Weird Al in a cell.
Hey,
What?
Nope, looks nothing like Weird Al. Never mind. You can't hear me.
Thanks. That was getting annoying.
Alright.
Hey,
Hi there.
What you
so,
in for?
why'd they put you in that cell?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
Is that so?
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer to the checkout.
That's the worst excuse I have ever heard.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping carts.
I take my last statement back. This excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
I sure hope not.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this day, I still get nervous breakdowns at grocery stores.
I think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Not a flashback is coming, but if I keep talking about my childhood, a flashback will happen.
So, why'd they put you in that cell?
I already-
Is it that? I take my...
Hey, to be fair, but
Hold on.
I think...
You're right.
I don't know what to do when I
Okay,
have him
gotta go.
See ya.
distract Lenny yet, so I'm looking around more.
No wanted posters. I'm disappointed. A computer monitor. Probably recovered stolen goods. There's no way small-town cops would be that up-to-date with the modern world. Just a bunch of boxes filled with office supplies.
Various tools.
Too heavy to carry around, and too noisy to use in here without
Aw.
getting caught.
Think about various tools.
Brilliant idea to leave those lying around next to evidence lockers and locked cells. I'll need a key.
I'll need a key to open the evidence lockers. Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Huh, very funny.
She won't clean the floor with mop. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, or subscribe. Or not. I'm not the boss of you. Good night.